Live the Dream Media Network, Arizona's premier live podcast studio and online radio.
All right, good morning. Welcome to Southwest Flavor. Will Peña here, subbing in for the great Ron Arenas, who is out probably strolling around the beach with a layer on his neck, right?
I love it.
Living the life.
Yeah, absolutely, Ron. Mahalo, buddy.
We hate you right now.
Right? Exactly. Hey, and got a great show for you guys here today. We got two of my very best friends, two of my favorite people in the world here. We've got the beautiful Nicole Piper.
Thank you.
And the very ruggedly handsome Mr. James Piper. Welcome, guys.
Thank you so much for having us back on. This is fantastic.
Now, you know, when Ron asked me to sub for him, you two were the first people I thought of. I'm like, I got to get these guys on with me because
I love it.
That's exciting.
We love to sit around and talk and
chop it up a little bit.
Absolutely, man. So we're going to be talking a little bit about you guys, your family life.
All right.
You know, life in the Piper lane. We'll be talking about that a bit.
That'll be fun.
And you know, we can't let it go without talking a little bit of sports, right? A little bit of baseball and.
Congratulations, first of all,
Yes.
to that fantastic, hard-fought championship win.
What
You guys
a
should be
World
proud.
Series game.
Wasn't that just like a World Series to remember? I mean,
Totally. It's one that I'll remember for the next 20 years.
Well, I mean, the best part about it was against the nations, essentially, right? It was Canada versus America, and everyone just was like, "Okay, what's gonna happen?" And they fought hard, both teams.
They did.
Yeah.
They did. And you know, me, growing up and being a diehard Dodger fan, I guess I watched it differently than what you guys were able to see it,
Yeah.
I mean, you guys got to enjoy it, and
We got to enjoy baseball.
yeah.
You got to
You're sitting there biting your nails, right?
Yeah.
for your team as a Dodgers fan.
I was sitting there at the edge of my recliner just shaking my head the whole time. Like, this can't be happening. This can't be happening. And then it started turning. Remember that Game 7? Oh, my God. It was like...
I'd never seen anything like that. And I've been watching baseball for 30 years.
Yeah.
And I've never seen anything quite like that.
Let's rephrase that, right? Because the Cubs did win a World Series by the hair on their chinny chin chins.
That's true.
And that was a beautiful sight. So I feel like we've kind of seen some crazy baseball.
And as a baseball guy, to watch Ohtani do what he did, to pitch in the World Series, all right? I mean, I've never have seen that. He is the greatest player that I've ever laid eyes on in my life. And I love the sport.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a fan of the sport. I'm a Cub fan, but I'm also a fan of the sport.
Yeah.
Right. What about what Yamamoto did? Pitching the starting the game before and then coming on and closing out the next day.
That's why you need great pitchers to win championships.
No, absolutely.
That's why you need them.
Absolutely. So segueing into that, the Cubs. So you both of you diehard Cubs fans.
Yep, my whole life since I was born.
They call it bleeding Cubby Blue, right?
Yeah.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Well, you guys have been bleeding a lot. But no. So what do you see? What do you see happening here in the off season? What do you guys need to do to get, obviously to the next step?
Well, I think we got a strong nucleus there. We have a couple guys that won Gold Gloves again. All right, second base is locked up. Outfield, a couple of our outfield positions are locked up. What we really need is the pitching that you were just talking about. Okay?
Yeah.
Some type of person that when you're in that part of the season, as baseball is two different seasons. It's the first half of the season and then the second half of the season, right? And you need a pitcher that's strong enough to handle that gets into, through the 165 games into the playoffs and still has enough in his arm to make something happen. We lost two of our great pitchers early in the year. Justin Steele is our number one stud, and we operated without him all year long and did a pretty good job with what we did. But we need some more pitching. We need a little bit of depth in the rotation, and I'd love a lockdown closer. I think that would take us to a different level.
I think the other important thing, too, is to have a good pitcher with a good catcher relationship, right? If you don't have that good relationship between those two, then your season's not going to be good.
Yeah.
So
overall, I'm thrilled. All right, we hit the cover off the ball. We played great defense, and we had a really good year. We fell short, and a lot of it was because of pitching.
Right.
Of course, I thought Council was a little crazy by running the couple of guys that he ran out there, and then asked them to really do, like you were saying, come back and pitch the next day.
Yeah.
But he only had to work with what he had to work with.
Yeah,
So,
no, absolutely.
Yeah.
And, I think that's where part of the Dodgers season, how it worked out well for them, where a couple of their starting pitchers were hurt the first half of the season. So come the second half, they were strong, and they weren't tired towards the end. So when I say we, I still say we closed hard with the pitching.
Yeah.
Right. We had the 4 pitchers that we had there. I mean, Kirsch. He obviously doesn't throw like he used to, but he can still get some outs. Yeah. And
he's a sneaky veteran now.
He's retired and a retired sneaky veteran. Yeah. Right. But moving him to the bullpen, moving a couple of people to the bullpen, I think, and still having those 4 strong starters.
That's huge.
Yeah.
That's huge. You could ride the wave into the World Series off of one stud pitcher.
Right.
One guy that gives you 8 innings and can pitch maybe even back-to-back nights. Having 4, you should be. You should have a championship, and you guys do to prove that.
Yeah, absolutely. That was,
and it's a hard-fought championship.
It was.
Yeah.
It was awesome to watch, and even that 18-inning game.
Oh,
everybody always asked me, "Did you stay up?" Of course, I stayed up.
It's free baseball,
right? That's why I tell my wife when she walks by, shaking her head. They're still playing. They're still playing. I'm like, it's free baseball. After 9 innings,
it ain't football or anything like that you can go home with a tie,
right?
Which is weird,
man.
right?
Yeah.
Somebody's got to win.
Yeah, no, absolutely, man. So we're pretty thrilled about the win.
Yeah,
it's almost a relief. It's excited but relieved that they won. We don't have to take everybody's BS throughout the year again.
Because you guys won the COVID World Series, didn't you? Yeah,
right. And then the last 2. So
yeah.
And, the COVID, it is what it is. Everybody had the same amount of games to play.
Still a championship.
Still a championship.
Yeah, absolutely.
There were just no fans there to appreciate it. That's all.
If there were no fans in the baseball game, did it actually happen?
Right. Yeah.
That's the philosophical question.
Well, it was on TV.
I guess.
Right?
I guess.
So a lot of fans on the couches.
There we go.
Right? Yeah, no, that is awesome. Cool. All right, so let's turn a little bit now here and let's talk about the Pipers.
Ooh.
All right.
The Pipers.
The Pipers, yeah. So your first podcast is out.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And your podcast is called
Life in the Piper Lane.
Yep.
And basically our podcast is just about our life. We've kind of had a crazy one. Today is actually our 19-year anniversary of being together.
Absolutely. Congratulations to both of you.
Thank you. So
one of the greatest accomplishments of my life, being married to this woman for 19 years.
I don't know how you did it.
Will's like, I don't know how you did it.
I think it's about like every time we thought that we couldn't do it, I think we found it in ourselves to just say, nah, it'd be harder to train someone else.
Yeah. I'm a little hokey, and I believe in love. So it's like, when you find somebody who's worth it, you keep coming back and you work through all the things that seem to get into the way, right? And you just keep coming back because the person that you have is worth it at the end of the day.
Oh, absolutely,
Yep.
Yeah. All right.
And then we have Gabe, right? Gabe, he, with all of his disabilities, I mean, he needs both of us.
Yeah.
And once we realize, like, truly he needs the 2 of us to be able to come together for him, I mean, it was easy to put all the other BS aside and work through any issues that come up because he is important, right? He's the thing that matters.
Right. So let's talk a little bit about Gabe.
All right. Gabe, he's special, man.
Yeah.
He's just a great kid.
How old is Gabe now?
He just turned 13 last week. Awesome. Yeah. So that's it. Little teenager. He's almost as big as his mom now, which we didn't think was going to happen because he was failure to thrive and couldn't gain weight and just wouldn't grow. Right. And now he's, oh my gosh, he's almost as big as me.
That's awesome.
Gabe was born with a bunch of disabilities. He was born with chromosome duplications. What does that mean? That's really hard to define. I like to point to Down syndrome. Down syndrome is a duplication of chromosomes. However, Gabe don't have the Down duplications of chromosomes. He is unique. It's a chromosome 8 and chromosome 22. When Mom and I came together to make that life, somehow it didn't know what to do with some extra copies, and I might be butchering it up. But eventually what it did is it began to copy the same duplication over and over again. So chromosomes 8 and 22, Gabriel has a whole bunch of those duplicated over and over again. And it's caused him to have seizures at birth and to be failure to thrive,
not have a good weight gain,
severe
low
muscle tone. He didn't move on his own until he was 3 years old.
Well, he started to sit up assisted at 6 months old, if that kind of goes for anything. When he was assisted, he didn't sit up kind of on his own, and he didn't start moving on his own until he was over 1.
Yeah, totally. I remember, the first time he moved, it blew our mind.
Yeah, I thought, I didn't understand what happened because I had a kid that didn't do anything. And then I run upstairs to go grab some laundry, and I come downstairs and he's missing. And it's because we had great physical therapists come into the house to work with him. And all of a sudden he was on the other side of the living room.
Man, it was crazy. It was one of the greatest moments for us. Yeah. And it hasn't, and he hasn't turned back since. You know, once Gabe kind of found what works for him, it just kind of matures at its own pace with G. So and now he, before he didn't walk, and even though we use a wheelchair for him now, he does have some walking capacity.
That's awesome.
And we're trying to get him to walk full time, but realizing that you need the wheelchair sometimes for school, like for instance,
or like we get tired walking long distances, right? He gets tired walking sometimes just through the living room.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Different story though.
different phases.
Right. Yeah.
But the kid is wonderful, and he brought his mother and I together in a way that I don't think we can possibly describe. We were already together 8 years or so before Gabe was born, and it just really just brought it all together because we realized that we needed to understand what a new normal was in our life, right? And it took us. It felt like another 5-6 years to figure out what that normal was in our lives.
Yeah. And then we're always changing it, right? Because he started middle school this year, so the bus came later. So that means a different schedule and different tube feeding times and just all the things that go into taking care of Gabe. Everything kind of changes.
How important is routine?
Super, super important. He has a G-tube, so he's fed through his stomach, and he's also not 100% potty trained because he has spina bifida. So, we have to watch what we're doing when he gets that tube feeding. Otherwise, he could get a mess or do this, and he can get sick if we push it too fast. And it's a big game, but we've made it work. The nice thing about it is we have a good routine. So if we take a day off of routine, we just jump right back in it the next day, and it seems to work out.
Right. Yeah. Oh, that's awesome. All right. Well, we're going to go ahead and take a quick sponsor break here.
Awesome.
And we'll get back and continue talking about this awesome kid of yours.
Can't wait.
All right. All right. We'll be right back.
In Marana, community isn't just where we live, it's who we are. And at the heart of it all is the Marana Chamber of Commerce. We are building a thriving community through connected business leadership. We start the month bright and early with Marana Mornings, sparking real conversations and connections. We celebrate growing networks at our 4th Tuesday mixers, hosted in exciting spaces. We unite visionaries and leaders at Impact Marana, driving meaningful progress together. We look ahead with Marana Insights, hearing directly from regional voices about what's next for our town. And we serve through the passion of our board of directors and ambassadors, creating a culture of belonging through service and leadership. Because of our members, we're not just doing more, we're becoming more. Together, we're shaping the future of Marana. We are the Marana Chamber of Commerce.
Looking for a delicious meal or a place to cater your next event? Visit Tucson Tamale Market, located at 7286 North Oracle Road. They're a family-friendly restaurant and market offering authentic tamales and local products. Don't miss out on their summer bi-weekly specials. Try a new $10.99 meal special every couple of weeks. During the summer, enjoy their gift card special. Buy $50 of gift cards for only $40. Stop by and see what's new at Tucson Tamale Market.
Estrella Insurance on Irvington Road will help you with all your insurance needs. If you feel like you have a hard case due to a moving violation, a DUI, a suspended license, or a car accident, contact us and come to Estrella Insurance on Irvington Road and get a quote today. Open late hours y hablamos español. Estrella Insurance, an agency you can trust.
My heat and air were in a state of disrepair.
At Picturox Cooling, Heating, and Plumbing, we know your home is more than four walls. It's where family gathers and comfort matters most. During the month of November, with the purchase of a new HVAC system, we'll include a free water heater or take $1,000 off your installation. It's our way of helping keep your home cozy, efficient, and worry-free. Picturox Cooling, Heating, and Plumbing, where home wellness begins.
Picturox Cooling, Heating, and Plumbing.
Hey Tucson, you want to toss some bags for a good cause? Come join us November the 1st at Brandy Fenton Park from 10 to 2. Come join the fun, bring the kiddos.
Come join the fun with horseback riding, a petting zoo market, fresh food, beverages, and more. Come and network.
This tournament matters because we're raising money to do community service work for our assisted living homes and memory care facilities.
I've had water and mold damage in my house twice. Both times I freaked out, but I called Steamy Concepts right away. If anyone tries to tell you to use someone else, just say no way and call Steamy today.
About a year ago, we had a flood in our kitchen, and we didn't think to call anyone else but Steamy Concepts. They were very professional, and we really enjoyed working with Steamy Concepts.
Steamy Concepts accepts all homeowners insurance. Call Steamy today or go to steamyconcepts.com.
Life is all about change and growth. You grow from renting to buying, your kids grow from toddling to driving, and then you grow from working to retiring. Is your insurance agent growing through life with you? I'm your local Allstate agent, Brittany Gutman. My team and I can help you navigate all those changes through home, auto, and life insurance. You're in good hands with the Brittany Gutman Allstate Insurance family. Call me at 520-797-7811 or email bgutman@allstate.com.
All right, welcome back. We are here talking with the Pipers.
Hello.
All right, and so let's continue talking a little bit here about your awesome son, Gabe.
I think we could talk for like years about Gabe.
Yeah.
He's a great kid. He's had a lot stacked against him, and I don't think we've made that easy on any of us, right? Because we have moved. Like, we're from Chicago originally. He was born in Wisconsin. We moved back to Illinois. We moved then to Florida, and then we moved to California, and now we're here in Tucson, and we love it here. And you
were about to say El Paso.
I was, because we stayed in El Paso for a couple weeks with my in-laws. So
I almost said El Paso. My mom lives there.
We've been everywhere, I feel like, and he's come along the whole way, and he's been great the whole time.
Yeah. All the struggles that he has given him so much character at such a young age.
Yeah.
Right. So we love that about him.
Yep.
And it's Nicole and me and Gabe and Grandma Lori is Nicole's mom is an extremely important part of what we do here.
Yeah.
We couldn't do any of this stuff without her assistance to kind of help move things along.
Yeah.
But
she definitely bridges the gap and adds some support to our household, because she lives with us. So she helps with Gabe if we're out working or doing something, and she's been there literally since he's been born. So
what's important for us, and was before Gabe was even born, is to bring the love as much as possible, And 13 years later, and we look at Gabriel, and he's got so much. He's so happy. Yeah. And he's got so much love, right? I feel like we've done our jobs in such a good way, because, that's all we wanted him to be. We wanted him to feel love. We wanted him to be able to experience that. We wanted him to be able to be happy. And he's all those things. He's a little snot sometimes, like a 13-year-old kid is. So with all his limitations, he's typical in a lot of ways, right? Has an attitude problem. Might lie to my face every once in a while, but he's happy.
Yeah, try explaining to a nonverbal special needs kid that they shouldn't lie, okay? because
he just wants what he wants. He's looking at me like, just give me what I want, dude.
Right?
Oh, it's so
whatever
funny.
it takes.
Yeah.
Whatever it takes.
Give me what I want.
Yep.
Like a typical 13-year-old kid.
Yeah.
So, and he's almost as tall as his mother. But I think by next year he will be.
Yeah.
He will have beat her, because for as long as it took him to grow, that finally caught up with him.
Yeah.
And now it seems like every couple of weeks he puts on an inch.
Yeah.
Puts on an inch and just gets taller and taller.
Yeah.
And I feel personally, I'll speak only for myself, I feel complete as a human being to have Gabe in my life. He makes me feel complete. He helps me slow down. He helps me remember what's important. He helps me understand the value of love and connection. And I feel like I'm a better person because of Gabe being in our life.
Absolutely, yeah. Yeah, and you mentioned that he started middle school.
He started middle school.
Yeah, and how's that going for him in middle?
Phenomenal. We actually, we landed in Tucson. We say Tucson adopted us because really it did. It got a hold of us, and all of a sudden we were here. But we moved. We have a house out in Marana.
Okay.
So Gabe is in the Marana School District, and he started in elementary school there, and it was a great year. I mean, the best year of school we felt like he's ever had. And then when it was time for him to move to middle school, oh my gosh, it's just gotten better. The program at the school is phenomenal. They're teaching the kids. I mean, his special needs class is doing cooking and music, and they get to bowling. He's in the Special Olympics bowling. They get to play. They get to take care of the animals on their campus, and grow crops and just all the things that we never thought he'd be able to be a part of because of the specialty classroom that he was in. He's able to do it all. So it's really, really amazing there. And it has gotten him to, I think, be a little bit more of a big kid. Right. Yeah. He's got some responsibilities, he's got classroom responsibilities and things he has to be in charge of. And when he goes to school, I mean, he's a different kid there.
Yeah.
We hear reports and we're like, who's that?
we can't thank the Marana School District enough.
No.
It's been fantastic for us. Knowing that there's peace in Gabe's everyday life at school allows Nicole and I to do stuff like this.
Yep.
Right. And not have to worry about if he's being taken care of, if he's being done right by, if he is, are you changing his, all those things that you need to take care of for G. When that's done, then we're allowed to be a little bit more free, I guess you could say.
Yeah. And we have I have an open line of communication with his teacher. She's literally a text away, so if I'm like, hey, something's not right, or he was not feeling good, or something's happening at school, she can reach out to me and we can try and brainstorm on something in the moment, which is great.
Yeah, no, absolutely. No, that's
It takes a village, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. And what are his hours that he goes to school?
He gets on the bus at a little after 8, and so he's at school from, I think, in 8:45, 8:50, all the way till 3:45. So it's a full day.
Yeah, wow.
Finally.
Yeah.
We can get him into school for a full day.
It's really, we actually, once I get him on the bus, so 8:10, I get him on the bus, I have until 4 o'clock to go do adult things or work for my company because he's taken care of. For all the way, I know his bus aides, I know his bus driver. That is another great thing about Marana. It's a small town community, so I know everyone that he comes into contact with. They know me, and we can communicate.
Right.
Right.
And how was that first experience for him getting on that bus? And you not being there.
So that was try-some. So in Illinois, when he first started school, he got on the bus, but then he never took a bus after that. I took him to school. So this was the first time he was back out on it, and it's
probably harder on us than it is him.
It really. He gets on, and the aide on the bus is a friend of his dad, and he's just goofy and funny, and so they pump the music up and dance for Gabe, and then he's fine. He loves getting on the bus now.
All right. That's awesome.
Bye, Mom and Dad.
Right.
Yeah, it's like I said, it was probably harder on us, to send your son off, who you're so connected with, doing so many things, off to somewhere else, in hopes that everything gets done the way it's supposed to be done. Yeah. That's a tough one.
I think that's the biggest challenge we live with every day, that we try not to make a challenge of our day, is our kid can't talk to us. He can't come home and tell us what went on during the day, what didn't happen. We have to put our faith in everyone else that they're good, they're telling us the truth, they're communicating with us, because he can't, and I think that's the trickiest thing we live with.
Yeah, that's got to be hard.
Yeah.
For him to get home, you guys are there, and not be able to
hear if something happened to him, or if he had a bad day, or somebody was mean to him, or if he had a good day.
Yeah.
We would love to know that. We have a communication with him that's nonverbal in a lot of ways. We can read his thoughts and we can understand what he wants, but we can't always get that type of breakdown, and that's okay. We have a feeling that's going to change. We are hopeful.
Yeah.
There is talks in our family about getting him on that new supplement that was approved for kids with autism. It's been having fantastic effects on helping nonverbal children become verbal again.
Yeah.
So we are going to be looking into that and see if that's something that was available to us.
God bless. Hopefully that definitely works. Cause that.
Oh, we love it.
That would be like.
You want to see a grown man cry?
5,000.
Same here.
Right? 5,000%.
Same here. To be able to hear him tell me how displeased he is with what we're watching on TV.
Right.
I would love it.
Love that.
Right?
I would love it. I'd love for him to be like, can you please turn this off and put on the Wild Robot right now?
Or just look at you and say, oh, you guys are lame.
Yes.
Because I don't want to hang out with y'all. I'll take it. I'll take it.
Yeah, no,
yes.
absolutely.
Mom, please don't pretend to sing anymore.
Hey, Mom, I never liked that.
Yeah,
So-
right? I was just pretending for you.
Just an FYI. Yeah.
No, that's awesome. All right. Well, we're going to go ahead and take another sponsor break here.
Awesome.
And when we get back, we're going to be talking about life in the Piper Lane and painting and all that good stuff you guys do. So,
Wonderful.
awesome. All right. We'll be right back.
Life is all about change and growth. You grow from renting to buying, your kids grow from toddling to driving, and then you grow from working to retiring. Is your insurance agent growing through life with you? I'm your local Allstate agent, Brittany Gutman. My team and I can help you navigate all those changes through home, auto, and life insurance. You're in good hands with the Brittany Gutman Allstate Insurance family. Call me at 520-797-7811 or email bgutman@allstate.com.
I've had water and mold damage in my house twice. Both times I freaked out, but I called Steamy Concepts right away. If anyone tries to tell you to use someone else, just say no way and call Steamy today.
About a year ago, we had a flood in our kitchen, and we didn't think to call anyone else but Steamy Concepts. They were very professional, and we really enjoyed working with Steamy Concepts.
Steamy Concepts accepts all homeowners insurance. Call Steamy today or go to steamyconcepts.com.
Hey, Tucson, you want to toss some bags for a good cause? Come join us November the 1st at Brandy Fenton Park from 10 to 2. Come join the fun. Bring the kiddos.
Come join the fun with horseback riding at Petting Zoo Market, fresh food, beverages, and more. Come and network.
This tournament matters because we're raising money to do community service work for our assisted living homes and memory care facilities.
My heat and air were in a state of disrepair.
At Picture Rocks Cooling, Heating, and Plumbing, we know your home is more than four walls. It's where family gathers and comfort matters most. During the month of November, with the purchase of a new HVAC system, we'll include a free water heater or take $1,000 off your installation. It's our way of helping keep your home cozy, efficient, and worry-free. Picture Rocks Cooling, Heating, and Plumbing, where home wellness begins.
Picture Rocks Cooling, Heating and Plumbing.
Estrella Insurance on Irvington Road will help you with all your insurance needs. If you feel like you have a hard case due to a moving violation, a DUI, a suspended license or a car accident, contact us and come to Estrella Insurance on Irvington Road and get a quote today. Open late hours y hablamos español. Estrella Insurance, an agency you can trust.
Looking for a delicious meal or a place to cater your next event? Visit Tucson Tamale Market, located at 7286 North Oracle Road. They're a family-friendly restaurant and market offering authentic tamales and local products. Don't miss out on their summer bi-weekly specials. Try a new $10.99 meal special every couple of weeks. During the summer, enjoy their gift card special. Buy $50 of gift cards for only $40. Stop by and see what's new at Tucson Tamale Market.
In Marana, community isn't just where we live, it's who we are. And at the heart of it all is the Marana Chamber of Commerce. We are building a thriving community through connected business leadership. We start the month bright and early with Marana Mornings, sparking real conversations and connections. We celebrate growing networks at our 4th Tuesday mixers, hosted in exciting spaces. We unite visionaries and leaders at Impact Marana, driving meaningful progress together. We look ahead with Marana Insights, hearing directly from regional voices about what's next for our town. And we serve through the passion of our board of directors and ambassadors, creating a culture of belonging through service and leadership. Because of our members, we're not just doing more, we're becoming more. Together, we're shaping the future of Marana. We are the Marana Chamber of Commerce.
All right, welcome back to Southwest Flavor. Will here, subbing in for the great Ron Arenas.
We miss you, Ron.
Yeah, here on the Live the Dream Media Company here. Yeah, so we're enjoying our time here. I got the Pipers.
Yep.
And we've had some good conversation. We've talked a little bit of baseball, right? We talked some family.
Some family.
All right, let's get into some business now.
Oh yeah, that's our bread and butter right
Talk
there.
about family. It's like our second child.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay, so
That's a good one.
Piper Family Painting, how did it come about?
Well, I am a third generation painter. I've been painting for 35 years. I learned from my father and my grandfather, and I got out of the painting industry there for a while in my 30s because I was really burnt out of it. And then Gabe was born, and I was working for another company. And, just kind of through the course of Gabe being born and us figuring out what that was like, we realized that we were never going to be able to get ahead working for other people. And we would, I found myself working 60, 70 hours a week for another company, and I didn't get to see my son.
Right.
Yep. And I stayed home with him for his therapies and his specialist appointments and all those things.
And she was supposed to be an animal doctor. She went to college to get, her degree in, animal science to be an animal doctor, and had to give that up. Yep. Didn't have to give that up.
Chose to give it up.
Chose to give that up so that she could stay home with Gabe. And that meant that I had to work like crazy, and it worked out just fine. But at some point, I got tired. I'm a really passionate person, and any people that I work for, I give everything to. And I just got tired of feeling empty at the end of a lot of that. Yeah.
And I think we were starting to come to a balance with Gabe's life, right? What he needed and when he needed it. And I was starting to free up some of my time that was devoted there. And I'm looking at him like I'm at home taking care of Gabe, but then I have other stuff that I can be doing. And that's when we decided to make it happen.
Yeah, it started in Chicago. We opened the business up in Chicago in fall of all times.
Yep.
And it worked out for a while, but
we actually worked through the winter, which doesn't happen.
I was going to ask that. Is winter painting over there basically all indoors?
It's all indoors.
It's all indoors, and even then, you're kind of lucky to find an indoor painting because people don't want you in their house when it's all snowy and crappy outside.
And you got to have a big Rolodex.
Yeah.
You have to have been doing business in that town for a long time to be able to prepare and weather, that time of the season. So that didn't last very long for us. Excuse me. And we met an individual that was running a painting company in Florida, and they asked for our assistance, and we went down there and joined them in their endeavor for a few years
and helped build their company.
Mm-hmm. Again, COVID came. It wasn't our business because we didn't build it. I was still working for somebody else.
Right.
And that was it for us. We were going to take everything that we've learned, and we were just going to try it out and see what happened.
And then we landed here in Tucson, where houses are being built, painters are needed. There's a lot of different things going on here. There's low income housing, there's regular income housing, there's McMansions, and then there's those $1 million mansions that are up in the hills. And between all of that, people need a good, reliable painter that can handle literally all those situations, not to mention commercial work. Okay. Once we discovered that, we were like, you know what? We can make this happen.
And what's important for me is that we were able to create a space in which I can get Gabe on the bus every morning.
Yep.
Or I can be there at the end of the day to pick him up.
Right.
Traditional 9-to-5 jobs put a hindrance on that type of activity.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
And he is the reason, we are the reason why we do this. Yeah. So, it's great to be able to set your own schedule and to do what's important to you.
Now, don't get me wrong, we work 1 million hours, right? We work for our company, and we wear all the hats right now. We don't really outsource a lot of things because we're still small, going on 3 years, which is still kind of newer. So we do take the time that Gabe needs from us, and then we take more time for the company afterwards, right? Because it's what's needed.
And we can do that at our own pace without feeling like we're being pressured into doing anything that we don't want to do. We do it in a way that feels natural and fits our schedule. With G, allows us personal time, allows us spiritual time, which is extremely important in my life, plus business. So for me, triage is, is spirituality, it's my family, and then it's the business. Yep. The business is really important. It pays the bills, it keeps the lights on, but it's not number one in my, idea of importance.
Right.
And then we got lucky along the way. We're newer, but we've attracted some really wonderful employees. That one has been with us almost 2 years, another one just over a year, and another one will probably heading in that same direction. So, I mean, the fact that we have the staff that we do and the team members we do that allow our projects to be going on literally at this minute while we're here doing this.
Yeah,
that's
shout out
important.
to Jacob and to Israel and to Quentin. Those guys are executing a planned project right now while we're sitting here chatting it up with you.
Two planned projects, actually.
Two.
So,
and they're doing a good job.
Yeah, and the fact that James has been able to be the manager and kind of take a charge for the team that he's been able to do and kind of show them a way to handle all these day-to-day things, it's been great. And they can now execute it. And we just I provide anyway, solid backup.
Support. Yeah. I don't paint as much physically as I used to anymore because we have too many other things that the business demands of us. That's what our team is for. And I help them troubleshoot their issues. I teach them when I can. I'm a support to them when I can. And I'm actually, like Nicole said, we work for them, it feels like, most of the time, because we're always supporting what they got going on.
Right. Yep. No, absolutely. All right, so take this back a little bit. You're in Florida.
Yeah.
COVID hits. At that point, you're thinking, all right, we need a change. Let's start our own business. What did you research where you were going to go, or did you already have in mind? You know what? I mean, you'd been to Tucson before. Have you?
No, shockingly, no.
What made you choose Tucson as opposed to?
We actually
we needed to get out of Florida. Florida just wasn't a good environment, and we had family in California, and so we decided. They were like, "Hey, come out here." Right? COVID was a really confusing. Let's find out where we're going to land time anyway. So we got out to California, and you know what we discovered there? California was not it.
Right. Well,
During the travels from Florida to LA, we stopped in Chandler, Arizona, actually.
And then we were like, oh, Arizona.
And I'm like, man, I can dig it here. It's nice. And then, but we didn't allow that to happen. We continued on our journey to California. 9 months into our California experience, and
we had gone back a couple times because
that's true,
we had like we said, our in-laws were in El Paso.
Right.
So we went back to take care of storage unit or visit them, do something, and we stopped in Tucson on that trip back and forth, and we were like, why did we just skip over this place? It's pretty magical. It had a pretty magical hold on us.
I did do a little research on it.
And then that's when we did the research.
And then I found out that Tucson was in the middle of a housing crisis. Arizona is in a housing crisis because a lot of people realize that this is a pretty cool state to live in, and everybody is moving out of California. And they're moving here. Right. So that caused a housing crisis problem. And what better place for a painter to go live than a place that they're building houses in mass.
Absolutely,
right? And here we are. And
then, this community has just been wonderful to us. The minute we started the company, what we learned in Florida was to be a member of the Chamber of Commerce, right? So we knew that right away. We joined the Oro Valley Chamber of Commerce, we joined the Marana Chamber of Commerce, and we met fine people like you, Will, and Ron, and a lot of people. And, we got to know you guys. And you guys allowed us the chance to be known. And as we appreciate that to this day, because we'd be nowhere if it weren't for lovely people like you guys.
Yeah, shouting us out and a great connection. But that's a testament to this town. Tucson reminds me of Chicago. It's a city of big
it's
shoulders.
also a testament to you guys.
Thank you.
I mean, you guys are awesome people, and you guys do quality work.
Thank you.
So I mean that I think makes it easier to shout out the pipers because
thank you.
We know that we're going to recommend you and we're not going to regret it.
Yeah.
And for anybody I talk to that's going to be sad about what I'm about to say, we're booking into 2026. I got no more openings in 2025.
Right.
All right, and that's because of all the things that we're just describing. So
no, absolutely, and I'm not surprised one bit.
Yeah, and
I'm really not.
we
Yeah.
appreciate that. You know, it's a true testament to come in here and say, "Hey, we can paint and we know what we can do." But then someone gave us a chance, and they were like, "Oh
Right.
man, they really can. They're really good, and they're good to people."
Right.
Okay, and that's all we want, right? We have our company based on family values. That's why family's in the name.
Right.
When we come into your house, we want to feel like part of your family. We want you to feel like you're not displaced in your own home by having these strangers here.
Yeah.
And I will say, another testament to our team, we don't have one client say a bad thing about our team. In fact, they praise us on our team members. So, you know, that's what we embody. That's what we envision for our company, and that's what we want to give people. We just want to be a part of your life for the small amount of time that we're there.
Yeah. Well, awesome. Well, kudos to you guys and your business for sure.
Thank you.
All right, we're going to take our last sponsor break here.
All right.
And when we get back here, we're going to talk a little bit about work-life balance with you guys.
Okay.
Okay, because you've got that that triple thing going on. That
Triple commitment.
You know, so we'll dive a little bit into that, and then we'll wrap up the show.
Sounds great.
All right, we will be right back with Southwest.
In Marana, community isn't just where we live, it's who we are. And at the heart of it all is the Marana Chamber of Commerce. We are building a thriving community through connected business leadership. We start the month bright and early with Marana Mornings, sparking real conversations and connections. We celebrate growing networks at our 4th Tuesday mixers, hosted in exciting spaces. We unite visionaries and leaders at Impact Marana, driving meaningful progress together. We look ahead with Marana Insights, hearing directly from regional voices about what's next for our town. And we serve, through the passion of our board of directors and ambassadors, creating a culture of belonging through service and leadership. Because of our members, we're not just doing more, we're becoming more. Together, we're shaping the future of Marana. We are the Marana Chamber of Commerce.
Looking for a delicious meal or a place to cater your next event? Visit Tucson Tamale Market, located at 7286 North Oracle Road. They're a family-friendly restaurant and market offering authentic tamales and local products. Don't miss out on their summer bi-weekly specials. Try a new $10.99 meal special every couple of weeks. During the summer, enjoy their gift card special. Buy $50 of gift cards for only $40. Stop by and see what's new at Tucson Tamale Market.
My heat and air were in a state of disrepair.
At Picturox Cooling, Heating, and Plumbing, we know your home is more than four walls. It's where family gathers and comfort matters most. During the month of November, with the purchase of a new HVAC system, we'll include a free water heater or take $1,000 off your installation. It's our way of helping keep your home cozy, efficient, and worry-free. Picturox Cooling, Heating, and Plumbing, where home wellness begins.
Picturox Cooling, Heating and Plumbing.
Estrella Insurance on Irvington Road will help you with all your insurance needs. If you feel like you have a hard case due to a moving violation, a DUI, a suspended license or a car accident, contact us and come to Estrella Insurance on Irvington Road and get a quote today. Open late hours y hablamos español. Estrella Insurance, an agency you can trust.
Hey Tucson, you want to toss some bags for a good cause? Come join us November the 1st at Brandy Fenton Park from 10 to 2. Come join the fun, bring the kiddos.
Come join the fun with horseback riding at Petting Zoo Market, fresh food, beverages, and more. Come and network.
This tournament matters because we're raising money to do community service work for our assisted living homes and memory care facilities.
I've had water and mold damage in my house twice. Both times I freaked out, but I called Steamy Concepts right away. If anyone tries to tell you to use someone else, just say no way and call Steamy today.
About a year ago, we had a flood in our kitchen, and we didn't think to call anyone else but Steamy Concepts. They were very professional, and we really enjoyed working with Steamy Concepts.
Steamy Concepts accepts all homeowners insurance. Call Steamy today or go to steamyconcepts.com.
Life is all about change and growth. You grow from renting to buying, your kids grow from toddling to driving, and then you grow from working to retiring. Is your insurance agent growing through life with you? I'm your local Allstate agent, Brittany Gutman. My team and I can help you navigate all those changes through home, auto, and life insurance. You're in good hands with the Brittany Gutman Allstate Insurance family. Call me at 520-797-7811 or email bgutman@allstate.com.
All right, welcome back to Southwest Flavor. We are going to finish up here with the beautiful Nicole.
Oh, thank you.
Though, like I said, ruggedly handsome to some people. James Piper.
Thank you, sir.
Hey, you betcha, man. All right, so let's dig a little bit here in our final segment on the whole work-life balance. Okay, so you have a child, special needs, nonverbal, right? You're both business owners, right? You're both, obviously, you're married.
Yeah.
You know, so you got to kind of balance all of that along with running a business owners here.
And then my mom lives with us,
Yes.
right? So a live-in mother-in-law for us too. But somehow
that's a blessing.
It's a blessing more
Right.
than I would say ever a curse. If we didn't have my mom here, we wouldn't be able to do this because it's Veterans Day today. Thank
Right.
you to all our military.
Thank
My son has off school, and guess who is home with him right now? Watching him, being there with him, taking care of him.
Yeah.
So we're very blessed to have her, and she is one of the biggest reasons we were able to even start our business.
Right.
You know, having the backup and the support that she was able to offer allowed us the opportunity to start the business, network, actually work. We worked in our company for the first, 6 months. We were the painters that were coming and doing estimates and networking with you guys and being out in the community. So
work-life balance is important. So we tend to disconnect on the weekends.
Yeah.
I mean, we'll still do, Nicole will run payroll, or I might return a couple phone calls, but for the most
do
part,
some emails, do an estimate every once in a while.
every once in a while. On the weekends, it's for the family. I don't care. I'll sleep late. I'll sit out on the front porch and smoke a cigar. I don't really care about what time it is. That is way more important to me, is taking that 2-day opportunity to just throw as much love and family opportunity as you can into that. And that helps balance out the fact that, we are sometimes work a little long on weekdays, right?
Right.
And, but that's, if I don't get that, then I'm not a really happy person, And my dad
I don't think anyone in the family's happy.
No, my dad was famously, he worked 10, 15, weeks in a row without a day off.
Yep.
And I don't know how he did it, because I am not interested in that lifestyle. I need the family. I need the love. I need to disconnect.
Right.
And if it costs me a job, then so be it.
Yeah.
And James is right. We don't want to turn away work. We don't want to say, no, we can't do it. But, there does come a time and a place when you have to take your own mental health and your own stability within and say, look, taking this one on may be detrimental to everything else we got going on.
Yeah.
So,
And we learn how to say no. And again, we're not money motivated. So we are happiness motivated. We are work-life balance motivated.
Yep.
So we're not chasing down every last dollar in order to make us money. I mean, don't get me wrong. I like money.
Right. Absolutely.
But that comes at a cost if it's your only reason for being. And it's not, because we have so many other things that make up the complicated people that we are, right?
Yep.
And we love life so much.
and I would say that's the biggest thing that helps us stay balanced, right? Just that alone is the fact that we love what we're doing. So like tomorrow, I got to take Gabe to therapy in the morning, and then in Tucson at the children's clinics, and then take him back to school, and then go on with the rest of my workday, right? And that may seem stressful to someone, but that's our life.
It's our life.
That's what we've been doing for a number of years. And the fact that we have our business, which we, again, love, it just backs up making those things doable. It makes it easy to have kind of what could be looked at as a chaotic schedule and say, we can handle it,
Right. Yeah. And we can handle anything.
Yeah.
It's all a matter of your perception, instead of, I try to use, I don't try to, I do, instead of using like I have to, I get to.
You get to, absolutely.
I get to do these things. And it really changes your whole outlook.
Oh,
And
absolutely.
if you're like, man, I got to go do this. Oh my God. You don't be surprised if your day's miserable.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, you definitely have to keep everything positive.
Yeah.
And you definitely need to strive for that longevity.
Yeah.
You know, not burn out. I mean,
It's true.
It's easy to do.
I will say the one thing the kids, as I call them, brought about is the good vibes, right? But it's really true. It really is true. If you look at someone like, you know what, I'm going to send you some good vibes today. Yeah. Man, it just hits you differently. You're like, oh, you care about me a little bit? Cool. And it really does send a good message.
Yeah. Yep. Family is more important to us.
Yeah.
More important than anything else on the planet is our family and our connection to that. Right. So, and that brings us happiness, and all the other stuff that comes with Piper Family Painting is a bonus.
Yeah,
right? It's
truly.
It's a huge bonus in our lives.
Truly.
And, you know, this community is so unlike any of the other communities that we've been in. We've been able to immerse ourselves in the whole small business atmosphere.
Right.
And it's different than just selling to people or trying to, you know, make money. It's a lifestyle, and we love it.
It's connection, right? We've created a lot of connections before ever thinking about gaining business, which has been phenomenal.
Yeah, totally, and it pays off.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we're really busy because of it.
Yeah. Now, you mentioned that you're pretty much booked up through the rest of the year.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Right? But you still do have that Painter for a Day, right?
We do.
Why don't you tell us a little bit about that? Let everybody know about that.
So our Painter for the Day program, we started this I think back in Florida. It was a big ticket item. But what it is you basically get to rent one of our painters for a full day. So that's your smaller projects. Maybe a bedroom needs to be painted. Maybe your kitchen. Maybe a ceiling needs to get done. Baseboards throughout the house. Maybe your realtor says, hey, you have to paint that one really red or orange or blue wall to make the house sellable. That's where we come in with our Painter for a Day. It's a one low cost.
Flat price.
Yep.
It includes consultation, materials, and 8 hours of qualified time from a professional painter.
Okay. Yep. And I'm sorry, what was that price again?
$475.
It's a bargain.
Yeah.
I
It's a
think
bargain
so.
for me not to have to pick up a paintbrush.
Your
not
time
to have
is
to
valuable.
get on a ladder,
Yeah.
right? Any of those things.
Yeah, time is valuable.
Yeah. And how can they get a hold of you guys?
They can find us. We have a website, piperfamilypainting.com. There's a contact form there that they can reach out to. Our email is office@piperfamilypainting.com. And then just text us, 520-302-4204. That's our work line. So if you call, you'll get our answering service. But if you text, it goes right to me. So
awesome.
You can also find us on YouTube. We have a YouTube page, Piper Family Painting, and you can catch episode 1 of Life in the Piper Lane. It's active right now for anybody to go check out.
Absolutely. I did check that out yesterday. It was an awesome episode. Congratulations.
Thank you
to both of you on that, and we look forward to seeing a lot more of it.
It's more to come, yeah.
Love it.
Awesome. All right. Well, I want to thank both of you for joining me today.
Thank you.
Thank you for having us. This is a wonderful day.
Yeah, no, absolutely. All right, so that is it's a wrap here with the show here, Southwest Flavor. Please join me on Thursday. We'll also be guest hosting here for Ron while he's still out there
living it up in Hawaii.
Living it up in Hawaii, absolutely. My guests will be a really good. A couple good friends of mine. We're going to be talking about mentorship and business ownership. So Mr. Mike Monroe will be here, and I think we're gonna learn a lot. I think mentorship is a huge thing on here.
It really is. I think any business needs a mentor to kind of get rolling or get even in the right mindset of how to proceed. So.
Right. No. Yeah. Absolutely. All right, that is going to be it for now. Again, thank you to all the veterans out there on behalf of myself, the Pipers, Live the Dream Media, and Ron Arenas in Southwest Flavor. Everybody have a great week, and God bless you.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
You're listening to the Live the Dream Media Network, Arizona's premier live podcast studio and online radio.